Capital punishment is the death penalty given by the government of a country to people who have committed heinous crimes like homicide, rape, and many more. Death penalty has been a way of punishing people since ages. Although there are some countries that have abolished death penalty from their law, there are still many which still practice the act of killing a person for crime. Death penalty is prevalent in the US, Asian, and Middle Eastern countries. Some of the ways of executing criminals are hanging, shooting, electrocution, and giving lethal injections. The Philippines had a club of pro-death penalty judges. The Philippines also had the world's second largest death row population among democracies. In 1961, a minor named Marshall Ama, aged 16 years old, was executed via electric chair. Only the US and the Philippines have used the electric chair. In 1976, the Philippines replaced the electric chair with a firing squad as a method of execution. Death penalty is equated as revenge for pain and suffering that the criminal inflicted on the victim. Some people strongly believe that a person who has taken the life of another person does not have the right to live. Sentencing such a criminal can give relief to the family members of the victim that their loved one has obtained justice. Executing him. Rather than spending on a person who may again commit terrifying crime, it is better to put him to death.
Scientific studies have consistently failed to demonstrate that executions deter people from committing crime any more than long prison sentences. So there is no fear factor, which is often an important argument for the death penalty. It costs far more to execute a person than to keep him or her in prison for life. When one takes into account the cost of a jury trial and the mandatory appeals process to try, convict, and execute someone in a capital case, these costs can reach millions of dollars, which is more than what it costs to keep someone in prison. The most important factor in determining whether a defendant will receive the death penalty is the quality of the representation he or she is provided. Sometimes the level of the representation is unacceptable and can literally get someone killed. The wrongful execution for an innocent person is an injustice that can never be rectified. Imagine getting killed for a crime you didn't commit.
Although morally, so pwede kasi masama yung pumapatay ng tao, I think pwede siyang ipatupad yung death penalty para matakot yung mga tao na kapag gumawa sila ng masama, may mangyayari sa kanila.
Pro ako sa death penalty kasi parang ito na lang yung way para matakot yung criminals dito. Kasi parang kapag kasi makukulong ka lang, andun ka pa rin, may end pa rin yung pagkakulong mo. So if kasi kung masama yung ginawa mo, at least you have to pay for it. Kasi kapag parang hindi ka takot sa katumbas nito, gagawin mo lang yun kahit lumabas ka ng kulungan.
I am pro death penalty because people do not follow the law, and I think we should impose death penalty so that people will be afraid of the law.
Pro ako sa death penalty kasi sa panahon ngayon, madami ng criminals na nangyayari. So, yung death penalty, magsiserve siya na parang panakot sa tao para gumawa sila ng tama sa society.
I think na para sa mga gumagawa ng masasama, I mean, yung hindi na talaga forgivable, I think na dapat may grant sila ng death penalty kasi kung yun na yung only solution para mawala yung crime or mabawasan yung crime rate sa Pilipinas, I would go for it.
Anti-death penalty kasi I believe na death of one person doesn't actually decrease the overall crime rate ng Pilipinas. I think dapat proper lang yung education and discipline and ibalik lang yung good manners and right conduct sa mga tao. Kasi crime will never stop and kahit may mga mamatay na tayo, it will never end. Mababawasan pero hindi pa rin mapipigilan.
I am in favor of death penalty because during the time of Marcos, when it was implemented, crime rate was lesser and people were disciplined and criminals were actually controlled.